Cliff and Bill, Cliff and Bill, Cliff and Bill. It's our live show now. Cliff and Bill, Cliff and Bill, Cliff and Bill. It's our live show. Cliff and Bill, Cliff and Bill, Cliff and Bill. It's our live show. Cliff and Bill, Cliff and Bill, Cliff and Bill. It's our live show. Cliff and Bill, Cliff and Bill, Cliff and Bill. It's our live show. Cliff and Bill, Cliff and Bill, Cliff and Bill. It's our live show. Cliff and Bill, Cliff and Bill, Cliff and Bill. It's our live show.
Welcome to the Cliff and Bill podcast. It's a special episode today, a very special episode. It's the second episode, and it's already very special.
Yes, because it's our second one. We decided, hey, let's make more material, so this is episode number 2 for your ass.
Yes, and we got a special guest today. It's going to be a great episode. We're talking some real shit today, and we're going to be doing something pretty drastic and crazy for one of us. But I'm going to tell you right now, we got a special dude, and we got some crazy talent right here. Both of these guys are awesome players, so just for the sake of it, boys, play some.
Matter of fact, it's all 3 of us, actually. Somebody's trying to be modest.
I don't got a guitar in my hands, but play me something pretty real quick. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We have the one and only Mr. Corey Bonnevie over here, Plant-Based Paramedic. He is our special guest for today's show, and let me tell you what, we're going to do some major talking today, but...
Yeah, major talking, all right.
Major talking.
Yep.
Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and start that major talking. What do you think?
Well, you know what?
Do you want to go
I'm
right
down
in?
for some major talking.
All right, let's do the major.
You know,
talking.
it sounds like a movie in the 90s with like Marlon Wayans. That's
Yeah.
the one, right? I think that's. I always fuck them up. Like I always get like the Wayans brothers mixed up.
They're all. I mean, they're very funny in like the same way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost like you know it's a Wayans brother because of the kind
dude,
of...
I love
and it's
their
genius.
Humor,
I love their work.
I love their humor, dude. It's so fucking funny. It actually gets me every time. It's one of those ones where I was like, oh, get the fuck out of here.
I know exactly
like,
what you're
don't be
saying.
a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Lengthy-ass title. That movie makes me laugh all the time. But anyway, that's aside from what we're actually talking about. So we're actually talking about some healthy things.
Yes. Let's go ahead. Me and Corey and Bill... Cliff and Bill talk plant power. Plant power. Now, this sounds like what? Like, what is plant power? Corey, tell me what plant power is.
Sounds like an episode about marijuana.
You're at the right show.
Well,
Yeah, I know.
it might be.
Plant power. Well, we're talking about the power of plants. As a matter of fact, the healing power of all of them. The fact of the matter is the fact that the United States is dying right now, and as a paramedic for 20 years, I'm sick and tired of watching it happen and not doing anything to prevent it. So I started an Instagram page called the Plant-Based Paramedic, and you're going to upload a picture on this thing where you're going to shove in probably of my before and after of how I cured type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, irritable bowel syndrome, and heartburn, all without the aid of professional medications and with nothing more than a purely whole food plant-based diet.
That's crazy, man.
I've seen the pictures. It's pretty drastic. And I've known you for, 17 years now?
I'm from Duplin County, North Carolina, the pig and chicken capital of the world, the barbecue capital of the United States of America.
That sounds delicious.
It does, and it also sounds like heart attack, strokes, and diabetes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And
You're
as a
not
girl,
wrong. I mean, that's what it screams to me.
That's what it did to me.
Yeah. No, I saw the pictures, and like I said, I've known you forever, man. You're like a brother of mine, and to see I never seen you that big. You know what I mean? And I'm a big dude. This is the whole big part of this show, guys. Is we're gonna do some life changing shit today, but. Corey, I've never seen you that big, man, and I didn't even recognize you in that photo, and we're gonna post it up here. But that's not the Corey I knew, and I mean, honestly, I'm still getting used to the fucking this Corey because
me too, dude. I'm like, dude, you look fucking.
You look
great,
like
man.
fucking Tim McGraw for Christ's sake. I mean, like,
don't go get the cowboy hat.
let's get the cowboy hat.
We will.
But honestly, man, like, I don't even think Tim McGraw would play country music like that. But honestly, on the side note, you look, man, you've done a hell of a fucking job. I'm certainly impressed, and that's why we're doing this. This is a life-changing thing that I have seen with Corey, and I'm at a point in my life where I need that life-changing thing. I'm a big dude. Honestly, I don't even know what I weigh right now. I know it's fucking a lot. I think that's just what it says. I think on all, the digital ones, you stand on it and you get the fuck off. That's what, that's what it
Like
says.
you step on it, says error.
Error. It just flashes, vibrates.
Right.
No, but honestly, like I know I'm a big dude and I got to lose some weight, and I got 2 amazing kids and a lifetime of music and memories to make. So. This is going to be a weird change, but I'm going to be going on a completely new diet. And why don't you tell me a little bit about it? Because this is going to be a big change for me.
It's going to be a phenomenal change, but the beauty of it is, most people try to focus on what they can't have anymore. What they don't realize is there's an entire universe of things out there you haven't had yet. There's an opportunity, a whole world out there you don't even know about. I mean, the standard American diet, you're eating 3 things: pork, chicken, and beef. That's overwhelmingly boring. 3 things: pork, chicken, and beef. But when you go to a whole food, plant-based diet, and somebody who loves to cook like you anyway, man, you're going to be able to open up a myriad of possibilities. And the beauty of it is you're not counting calories, and you're not fasting and trying to starve yourself at night, and you're not getting on a treadmill and boring yourself to death 5 days a week. You're eating when you're hungry, but you're eating for health. Stop equating weight with health, too. You're going to lose weight, but your medical problems go away. I try to tell everybody, like I told you, and you're going to watch them, Forks Over Knives.
Yes.
And What the Health.
So let's get, once again, these are some movies on Netflix that he suggests that people watch. And this guy, he knows his shit. I've seen him transform himself, but this is I want to experience it at this point. And not just him, but I know of a lot of other people that have done this raw foods diet, and just they've changed in such a drastic way that I feel like that's what I need in my life.
You have to.
And right now, as it is, this is the thing, I want to be the test subject. No better way to try out and experience this whole raw food diet than to fucking experience it and try it. And I am the perfect. Both of you guys are in great shape. Me, I mean, I have let myself go in that aspect. But like, this is the day that things change, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna every week we're gonna kind of check in on things and see how it is. And I'm gonna get myself weighed out. And this is gonna be a journey on the Cliff and Bill podcast, which I think is pretty cool. And
as we watch you shrink down.
This is going to see. We're going to see what things look like after a while. I'm a guy that
try it as well. Actually,
You probably should.
I'm going to do it with you.
Everybody
All right,
should.
You know what? As long as I can get my protein that I need, I'll fucking do it.
Why don't we start right there? Everybody asks me that question: where do you get your protein? You take a cow that weighs 1,500 pounds, eats nothing but grass. Do you ask the cow where it got its protein?
No. Well.
Yeah, that's a.
First and foremost, if you're not calorie deficient, you're not going to be protein deficient on a plant-based diet. You're just not. You don't have to worry about it. You're not counting carbs. You're not counting proteins. You're not counting calories. You're not counting fat. You're eating whole food, plant-based, the stuff that God or Mother Nature or whatever you want to call it made for you, that you don't have to alter. You can grab it as it sits in nature and eat it. Eat all you want of. You don't have to worry about it. If the hands of man have touched it, you need to seriously be reconsidering what you're doing. If it has an ingredients label, you need to spin it around and read it. And if you can't pronounce it, you put it back. If it has a longer shelf life than you probably shouldn't eat the friggin' thing. Come on. The majority of Americans are living on what the Food and Drug Administration calls food-like items. Cheetos, Oreo cookies. These things aren't even food. They're food-like items. They're highly processed and they're crap. Most people, like you, that are overweight and are dealing with it, you're actually starving to death because you're devoid of nutrition. Overload of calories, overload of fat, overload of carbs, but no actual nutrition.
That is a good point, because it's like when you're growing, you're literally like a plant, or like anything that exists in nature.
You're
like,
organic.
You need to like be able to break down the nutrients in the food.
Yes.
So it's like if it's like overly saturated with other shit and like, you know, chemicals and whatever, you're not going to be able to properly process it. So it's going to be stored. And then, like, you know, it's going to basically just be, like, flushed out. So it's like you'll store the wrong parts and then fucking flush it out.
That's right. And your body has to work to do that flushing. That's why when people eat a big, heavy, meat-based meal like a Thanksgiving turkey, they feel tired. It's not just the enzymes in the turkey that make you sleepy. Any meat-based meal does it. I could draw your blood 10 minutes after a meat-based meal and show you how your plasma clouds.
Oh, yeah. No, there's no doubt. That's the thing, is you eat food, it changes you. It changes your, you know, like, it changes your, like, blood sugar is a thing with everybody, you know, essentially, right?
Of course, absolutely.
It's not but it's just, like, with me, it affects me. I mean, that's where I'm at right now. I mean, I've now been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and that's been a struggle to try to deal with and try to, like, get in a rhythm where I'm balanced, because when I'm not balanced, man, I fucking feel it, and, like, I don't eat. That's kind of been my issue, is I really don't eat during the day, and when I do, it may be something like in the evening, and that because, like, I know once I eat, I'm going to crash, and that's going to help me go to sleep, but, like, and that's, like, probably the unhealthiest thing you could probably fucking do.
For more reasons than you know.
Exactly. But that's just been my, like, and that's the thing, this is going to be a big change for me to fucking change everything that I eat and have that structure, so I'm excited to have this challenge and see what this actually will, you know, end up doing.
But you got the world at your disposal. You got YouTube, you got Google, you got forksoverknives.com. You got the world at your fingertips sitting right here in this computer or in your phone where you can look up any option in the world, but people still want to swing into Burger King because it's freaking easy.
Exactly.
Give me a break.
No, you're right. And you're absolutely right. So that's the thing is like if we can, you know, we're going to I'm going to focus on this and we're going to go through and we're going to talk about different things about it. But like, for instance, give me an example of what it was like when you changed your diet, like, immediately.
So, in the beginning, every meal, I remember sitting there and I looked down at my feet, and that's what scared me. My feet looked awful. And I remembered being in the back of the ambulance, every sick person I ever saw, they all had one thing, their feet looked awful. That's the first thing to start decaying on your body, and it scared me. So I watched these documentaries, and I decided to just dive in. I'd never tried anything like this before. I ate 3 vegetables, onions, corn, and potatoes. That was it. That's all I ate. All right, avocado, that came out to me 4 years ago. All right, I didn't know what an avocado was. I didn't know what asparagus was.
Avocados are fucking so good, dude.
Yeah, man, and they're so good for you.
Right.
So back to your question, when I changed over, all of a sudden I realized after I was eating, I didn't get tired. I didn't have that, I want to sit on the couch and just take a nap, man. I just got to process this. Hold on, dude. It's like, no, smoke a joint. I'm just going to lay here because... man, I'm tired because I just had that awful meal. Now, at that point, I ate and my body went, thank you. Now let's get up and do something because I have fuel. So my energy went up. At the same time, I'm dropping weight like crazy, but I'm eating. I'm eating when I'm hungry. I don't have to starve myself. I get to satiate. I live to eat. I love to eat. You remember?
Oh, no, I know.
I mean,
that's
we live
why
the musician
when you
life,
told
right?
me you were doing a plant-based diet, I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yeah, how long is that going to last?
Do you
right?
remember how it was with you? You ended up, I remember at points where you just were like trying to diet, but you're like, I just love the food, the taste of it, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And it would be that fucking like chewing it and spitting it out kind of
Kuso,
thing. Like,
chew up, spit out, anything because I didn't want the carbs. I was freaking out about carbs.
I heard about that and then heard other people were doing it, and I was just like, what the fuck is
incredibly
that? You know?
wasteful and stupid. You know, just eat the foods that are meant for you. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, no,
It's that easy.
But this is it. I'm honestly, I think it's going to be a challenge. But I love to cook, so this is not only going to be a challenge as far as me being dedicated to just doing plant-based food, but also like challenging my cooking skills, which is going to be a lot of fun.
You got to challenge your willpower too, man. We got to talk about that motivation and what it is, because without the proper motivation, you're not going to have the proper dedication,
right?
And you're going to falter and you're going to fail.
Oh, absolutely.
Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So you got to say, I can do this every day. And you got to be ready to accept the fact that the world is pitted against you. When you drive into a town, there is a freaking gauntlet of Wendy's, Burger King, McDonald's, Arby's, and they're all bright colors flashing, and they're all calling you in. When you get to the other end of town and you drive out, they're lined up there too. They're selling you the disease so that they can sell you the treatment and send you home with the cure, which is a pill, which is nothing more than a doggone Band-Aid. Mm-hmm. It's like saying, okay, well, you got this arterial bleed. Here's a cotton ball. No, let's fix the artery that's bleeding. No, we don't want to do that. No, you're going to be sick forever. That's the guarantee. You got type 2 diabetes, what do they give you? They give you pills?
Not yet. I mean, I'm supposed to have a doctor's appointment coming up to possibly put me on metformin.
Metformin. So that's, and you know what the guarantee with metformin is? You'll be sick forever. You're going to take metformin for the rest of your life unless you change it with diet and lifestyle.
Right.
That was what I had when they put me on metoprolol for my blood pressure. I'm like, is this going to make my high blood pressure go away? Well, it'll keep your blood pressure down, but underneath you still have high blood pressure. You're not doing anything for me. And not to mention the fact, I got to pay for this freaking thing, so now I'm going in the hole, and I can't go up. My quality of life is going down. And now I can't go and see a friend because I can't afford gas because I had to pay $40 for metoprolol. That's not the life I want.
Right.
That sucks. How many days are you willing to sacrifice sitting at the cardiologist's office, man?
Well, right. I mean, I know exactly. We were talking about that earlier. Is the time? It's not just a, well, one of these days I might just die and that'll be it. No, it's going to be a long battle of.
Right. More often than not, it's a slow grueling process.
At my age already, it's like I can feel it, and I know that this is something I have to do, and I've been feeling it in my gut. Like I got to do something soon. I got to do something, But it's been a lot of talk, and then all of this just kind of been thrown in my face so hard. And honestly, man, the results on you alone sell it. They sell it. That's it for me. I'm done. Like, that's going to be, and that's a big thing. You guys don't even know. This is going to be harder than me trying to quit smoking. This is going to be, but it's going to happen. And I know, and I'm pumped about it because, like, it's going to be a part of this show. We're going to totally take the whole venture. I'm going to try to, capture as much of this as possible and do, like, this whole talk plant power.
Plant power, man.
Plant power. Had you come on maybe a few different times. Definitely, man. But like, what else you got? What else you want to tell people about this whole?
First and foremost, you got to get. Right now, the standard American way has everybody sold, including you, which is where you've gotten yourself to the point with. The moderation mindset. Moderation is the key. Moderation is not the key. If Bill moderately played guitar, he wouldn't be able to shred like he does. If Michael Jordan moderately played basketball, he wouldn't be the Michael Jordan we know today. All right? Moderation is what got you to where you are. You moderately made yourself sick. And you're getting moderately sicker. When you dive in, you have to do it 150%. There ain't no moderation. I'm going to eat okay, and then on Saturday I'm going to have a cheat day. Your coronary arteries don't take a cheat day. Your pancreas don't take a cheat day. You don't get karma doesn't take a cheat day. Energy doesn't take a freaking cheat day. So moderation is out. I did this 110%. Within 3 weeks, my cholesterol went from 302 to 136 in 3 weeks. Plummeted. All without medication. All without medication, it all went away. Done. Just that quick, my cholesterol. I'm not saying that's the way it's going to be for everybody, but it will come down. Plants are going to heal your body. I mean, you look at the cause of all pain, it's inflammation. What's the best thing proven to reduce chronic inflammation in a human being, right down to rheumatoid arthritis?
It's weed.
Well, weed, and guess what else? Plant-based diet. But weed is also plant-based, and you can eat it. So fold that into a plant-based diet.
Yeah, my man.
I'd rather see you eat a marijuana edible than eat a Percocet. I promise you that.
Oh, fucking hell yeah, dude. Fuck that shit.
All right? Plain and simple. Give me a break when it comes to that. Absolutely. I'm a big proprietor of medical marijuana. Absolutely. It has its valid uses. But get moderation out of your mindset, okay? And then let's just look at the common sense of it all. All right? Because we talked about this earlier. I want you to take these hands, right? These right here. These fingers, these hands, and these teeth. And I want you to go out into a freaking cow field. And I want you to grab a cow by its ass. And I want you to know how well you can hold on when it tries to run away from you. And then I want you to bite its ass and let me know how far you get. And tell me if it tastes like the cheeseburger you're used to.
That's how we got milk. This motherfucker got it right here. They tried to take a bite and they're like, well, fuck this shit. I'm going to bite this titty.
I'm going to bite that titty. I'm going to bite this titty.
Like, oh, shit. All right.
Nothing wrong with biting titties, but they ought to be human titties, not cow titties.
They got kicked the fuck off, and they're like, oh, in their caveman, whatever the fuck they did. And then there was probably a lot of fucking failed errors. I bet there's probably some people that were blowing a bowl, and they were just like, oh, this is not, whoa, oh.
But take that scenario.
I love that how you say that. Like grab a cow by its ass and take a bite. And you were mentioned earlier, about just we're not meant to be eating meat, and it's just in our structure, like the whole jaw thing.
The jaw thing. Only carnivores have jaws that go up and down. Okay, we are frugivores. We have jaws that go front, side to side, around. All that, and up and down, so that we can emulsify food. Our eyes are geared. Bill made a perfect thing.
I kind of did it like subconsciously.
Hey man, you got to drive it home, okay? It's just as powerful as that. You know what I mean?
But yeah, exactly.
Look, but Bill said it earlier. Our eyes are designed to see colors so that we can be drawn to things that are nutrient dense that are meant for us. You can see an apple from almost a half a mile away. Now take that cow scenario and flip it. Take these hands and climb a tree. Grab an apple and pick it, and then use these teeth to bite it and chew it. Tell me which one you're designed to eat. The cow ass or the apple? Now, can you survive on eating meat in a purely survival fashion? Absolutely. I'm not an idealist at all. I'm a proponent of hunting and fishing because I believe that people ought to be able to have the right and the ability to feed themselves in time of dire need. That's why I advocate hunting and fishing, and I actually fish, but I catch and release. All right? Mm-hmm. But you ought to be able to feed yourself. But if you had to go out there and catch yourself a deer, find it, shoot it, kill it, gut it. How many cheeseburgers are you eating?
Right.
Are you eating a meat-based diet? Absolutely not. No, that hunter-gatherer thing is actually gatherer-hunter. When you go to an apple tree and there's 75 apples on one side of it, you're eating a whole lot of freaking apples. You ain't eating a lot of chicken nuggets if you got to kill the birds and fry the nuggets.
Right, yeah.
We've got everything spun around right now, and they know it. They know that it makes you sick. And they're making money on the pharmaceuticals that they have to give the animals to keep them healthy. And they're making money on the pharmaceuticals that they didn't have to give you to keep you healthy because you ate the animals that made you sick. And in between, you're also paying for the medical treatments that didn't do anything to fix you. They just stave off a problem that you're generating through your bad habits, and they're the ones selling it to you. I've worked in mainstream medicine for 20 years. I spun at 180 degrees and ran as far away from it as I could. And I went to plant-based healing for everything. And that's what got me to where I'm at today. All right? I'm the living proof. So you can sit there and you can Google all you want. If you want to vindicate your bad habits, you're going to be able to. Time put out a magazine that said eat more butter. Because a study suggested, a study funded by the dairy industry, that eating more butter was actually might be good for you. Well, surprise, the dairy industry funded that. They wanted to sell more butter.
Yeah, of course.
If they had put out a magazine with a cover that said eat more broccoli, nobody would have bought it. Because everybody knows eating more broccoli is going to make you healthy. But people want to vindicate their bad habits. You can rationalize your way out of anything.
Dude, my dad does that shit, dude. And, he used to, go online and just, search for things that would fucking, be, pretty much accommodating to the lifestyle.
That's right.
And be like, I need to eat more. Well, it's like, dude,
justify your bullshit.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
It's like, dude, all you're doing is to yourself. At a certain point, it's like you're lying to yourself.
And at a certain point, you look in a mirror and you see it. You step on a scale or you look at your feet.
Oh, motherfucker, I see it. And that's why we're going to be doing this. And I'm pretty excited. And I want to thank you, man. I really do.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate you coming and doing this. And this is going to be a big adventure on my part. So join us for this. It's going to be interesting. And, I figure...
no, I'm going to do it too, man.
No, I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Do it too.
No meat,
Good.
no dairy.
I'm really
So what I'm thinking, if this is the case, and if we're going to do this right, okay...
It's weird that it's making me hungry right now. I don't know if it's that
I want me some veggies.
I'm just like, wow, dude, give me a stick of celery. Or 16. I'm going to fucking demo those vegetables.
So what I'm going to do is, I think, too, we should pick a recipe. Now, I had some of your... You made a vegan lasagna that was to die for. That was really good.
Okay.
But I think it would be cool to do a cooking segment on this Talk Plant Power next week. And maybe do some kind of a special recipe or something that, is plant-based and healthy. And I'll just listen to the music. Here we go, guys. Play us out. We're going to go Cliff and Bill, Talk Plant Power, Paramedic Bonnevie. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Well, hello. Welcome to the Cliff and Bill Show. How the hell is everybody doing today?
Hopefully well.
We are live with our previously recorded second episode. But, man, what an episode this is so far with Corey. Man, what do you think about that, dude?
We're really digging having other people on the show. I know in the first one, we didn't have any people.
No, it's just us.
It's actually kind of cool. I like to have other input.
Especially something like this where it's a lot more beneficial. And this is some life-changing stuff. And it's been... We re-record these things and pre-record some of the stuff. And that was like 2 weeks ago. And I've been on this plant-based diet for now 2 weeks. And I have lost some major weight
Cliff
and changed.
has been absolutely killing it, and I'm so proud of you, man. And
Thank you, man.
It's amazing, and you look good already.
I didn't just lose weight in the beard. I have physically
Right.
dropped a ton of weight already in just the first couple weeks. And we got some food cooking up right now. Actually, man, we got some good stuff. I'm cooking up some freaking plant-based pasta right now. We got some pasta with some chickpeas, and I'm making my own sauce with tomatoes, garlic, onions, mushrooms, basil. Oh, it's going to be so friggin' good. So we got that going while all this is happening on the show. And we're going to check in and out and show you guys how the meal is coming out. But, yeah, it's a great second episode, and we're glad to be doing this. And we've gotten some awesome responses by so many people.
I know, and thank you so much to everybody who's reached out, and everybody who's liked our stuff and shared it. That really means a lot to us, Yes.
I know
it's,
share.
Anytime, it really touches our soul. I thank you so much.
Absolutely. Without a doubt, we're very thankful for that. And I mean, we had a great time. Corey, he's out in Washington State right now. He's going on a spiritual journey. And if he's watching, man, Corey, we send you our best wishes. We can't wait for you to come back. And we got some, I was able to have Corey come out and do some cooking segments with me last week.
Oh, really?
So we're going to have that in some future episodes. And we're going to really focus on this awesome plant-based change of life for me. And I'm telling you, if you see the benefits in me, jump on board, because I can't vouch for this enough. I never in my life thought I would be this person. I feel like that vegan lady on fucking TikTok, I'm not pushing down everybody's throat, but it has changed my life in just a short amount of time, and I can't wait for the rest of the journey.
Right, yeah.
But it was absolutely awesome. And we did a lot of other stuff this week. We got a pretty awesome bathroom session that we actually just recorded. We did release this a little bit early for everybody on Facebook and stuff. But we wrote this song a few days ago, and y'all should check it out. You want to play it now? Let's do some bathroom sessions.
I think so.
All right, we'll see you in a little bit. Enjoy. Welcome to the bathroom sessions, number 2.
Yep. Here's a song we wrote last night. This one's called Don't Trust Love.
Night. We wrote this one last night.
Yep, and we're giving it a go. We're giving it hot.
We're giving it the bathroom session approval.
We're going raw. I don't know. That made me uncomfortable too. I'm sorry. Sometimes that happens.
No.
Anyway.
Here we go. Time don't heal. No time never change your mind. There's nothing left to gain here, but at least we try. Don't trust love, no more. Darling, I should have known. Now I want this love to just let me go. Was I not good enough to you, baby? Did I not do everything I can? Nothing's gonna change the way I am. You can go fishing in the sea, but you won't find a man like me. Baby, don't you understand? Don't trust love, no more.
try. Don't trust love no more. Darling, I should have known. Now I want this love to just let me go. Was I not good enough to you, baby? Did I not do everything I can? Nothing's gonna change the way I am. So you can go fishing in the sea, but you won't find a man like me. Baby, you don't understand. Don't trust love no more. Darling, I should have known. Now I want this love to just let me go. Time don't heal. No time never change your mind. Change your mind. There's nothing left to gain here, but at least we tried. There's nothing left to gain here, but at least we tried. At least we tried. That's the bathroom sessions for you guys. We'll see you next time.
Your bathroom as long as it's not shitty.
So once again, the microphone was muted. I'm so sorry. All of this story has just been completely us going blah, 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 blah.
Wow, you muted me?
I didn't mean to. I know. I feel...
You fucking muted me?
So it probably would have been
whole
nice to know what the fuck we were talking about.
This is the problem with... I'm just kidding. No, so what we were talking about is why we do bathroom sessions.
Yes.
And this might sync up with the other. So, hey, you know what? If you got some video editing tools, try to, splice it and see if it, matches up. So, what we were talking about was how bathroom sessions happened.
Yes.
And so, bathroom sessions happened because...
the acoustics are amazing. So I've had a lot of people, what I was saying is I've had a lot of people try to tell me that, why are you guys doing bathroom sessions? Why in the bathroom? They love it, but they're just curious why. And the acoustics are great in a bathroom, just like they're great in a parking garage or anywhere else, which honestly I think we should try to do that.
A parking garage, you know what? Actually, I saw some people, I can't remember what the fuck their names were. I apologize. But they sang in an old train tunnel. Kind of rapey for me, but it's I'm kind of sketched out about it. But hey, actually, no, I'm not. I'm not sketched out about it.
You're hiding behind the bong again.
You know what? You're right. You're right. It's about time we address the elephant in the room.
So honestly, here's the other weird things we were talking about while we were muted, is that we lived in the same apartment that was 10-year difference. When I was first with my ex-wife about 11 years ago, before I had kids or anything like that, we had this apartment, and Bill calls me up. He's like, dude, why don't you come to my place? This is 11 years later. Why don't you come over here? Now, in that apartment, when I lived there, I had written all kinds of songs, and we had put a bunch of stuff on our album, which Bill played on. He played on the songs that I recorded in that environment, just to find out that years later, he calls me up and says, yeah, come over to my house, and we'll smoke and chill. So I go there, and I'm he sends me the address on the phone, and I'm and I pull into the place, and I'm I've lived here. And then I call him, I'm like, what apartment are you in? He's like, I'm in apartment 3. And I'm like, no shit. That's where I used to live. And neither one of us said this. And he had already written songs in that environment that we just previously recorded for this new album that we got now.
Serves the Wicked. I wrote on my lunch break that I fucking sat, like, I just, like, sat in my bed. I'm like, yeah, that's good. And I thought, like, that's actually, so we, like, that was like
It's
the
crazy.
first song that I took to you, actually, after a while. Because, like, after playing music for a bit, because, we have kids and whatever. But, yeah, no, it was like, I was just like, dude, that would sound amazing with Cliff. And sure as shit.
It's been a fun venture. Bathroom sessions will always be going on the Cliff and Bill show, and I'm glad we switched over to the Cliff and Bill show. I like that a lot better than the Cliff and Bill podcast. I mean, this is so much more than a podcast. We're gonna be playing music and doing all kinds of cool shit.
And actually, we got like a lot more ideas for things coming in the future. So stay tuned. We
Definitely.
got some things that can be quite entertaining. I hope so. I mean, I don't want to suffer for nothing. So
No. As a matter of fact, Bill, why don't you pull out your camera? I'm gonna show what we're cooking right now.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Ooh. So that is the healthy spaghetti sauce I have made with everything that we got going on right now. And I've got this awesome pasta made from chickpeas that we're going to have with it. And this is, I mean, just, you can smell the flavor in that. Smell the vision, man.
Ooh, I wish you could smell that. Damn.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Time to put the pasta in, man.
Putting the pasta in the sauce.
All right.
It's a magic moment. When the pasta touches the sauce. But yeah, so we got some healthy cooking.
Yes, we do. We got some good food going down. We're going to be cooking that. But right now, let's do a little strain of the week. No. You know what?
Bathroom sessions. We talked it up, didn't we?
Before we do that, but we did do bathroom
Wait,
sessions.
what
We
segment
talked
are
about.
we on now?
You know what I'm going to do? We're going to play a little bit of music. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do strain of the week. We'll do strain of the week.
All right, fuck it.
Enjoy it,
Why
because
not?
we're about to do some of that right now
I'm
anyways.
about to strain myself till I'm weak, you know what I'm saying? On this week. I'm just kidding. All
Here
right.
we go.
I
Strain of the week.
apologize.
We'll see you guys in a
I
little...
just can't help myself sometimes, you know?
We'll be right back. Welcome to Strain of the Week. Cliff and Bill podcast. We are doing the Weedcast, episode number 2. And we got our lovely special guest with us, Plant-Based Paramedic Bonnevie. Check him out on Instagram. He's been helping us out, and we're going to change my life today.
I'm going to save your life today.
We're going to save my life starting today. Absolutely. Do you want to just sing a little bit of that?
Okay.
Let's just do a little bit of... We're going to get going with our strain of the week, but let's do it.
You better check that disrespect before you go and hang yourself. What were you thinking you could even test? How did you think that I was somebody else? You fuck with a bad devil, baby. I've come to drag you to hell.
Yeah.
You fuck with a bad devil, baby. Now I've come to drag you to hell.
I think that song, it was funny because when me and Bill first started writing songs together, it was, Christ, what it was like 7 years ago now? It's been seven. I think that's what it was. How old's Ella now?
7.5. But it
7.5,
was
so almost 8 years ago, I guess, is when me and Bill first started writing music together. But I tell you, the stuff that we've been cranking out this last year is just going to be, you all just wait, man. This album's going to be a fun project. We've been putting a lot of cool time and stuff into it, and it's going to be pretty badass.
It's going to be definitely worth waiting for from what I've heard so far.
Wow.
We got some big things in the work, and once again, we
do.
got Plant-Based Paramedic Bonnevie here.
There's also going to be doing a music podcast with you at some point.
Oh, here's an appropriate one.
Actually, you know what? If you want, we could even. You want to share our video on this episode?
That's fine, man. There's some good old 1949 there.
Ooh, boy, yeah,
Bluegrass
man.
style.
We got some 1949 we're going to play for you later from from another time. Bonnevie came over. It was a fun night. We did some good jamming that night.
Back in the day, man.
Hell yeah, dude. So, strain of the week.
Yes, Bill. What is strain of the week this week?
So, are we going with Chief Moran, or are we going with Tommy Bong?
Tommy Bong.
Tommy Bone. Oh,
Alright.
you know what? Wait, no. I think that this is an idea that you had once was rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Where's our cameras?
Right there. That is your camera.
All right.
Here we go. A little bit further. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Son of a.
I got my own
bitch.
camera. Why
All
am I
right, so
doing that?
wait, hold on. Which one are you?
Do scissors.
We
your paper,
just
I
were
know
like,
it's
rock,
scissors.
paper, scissors, let's do it.
Are you Chief? Are you Chief? Or you Tommy Bong, bro?
I'll be chief. Because
All
I want yeah, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, what is yours? Oh, you gotta lift it up to the camera.
Paper.
There you go. All right, ready to try it again. I got paper too. Let's once again. Scissors, shoot. Oh!
Son of a bitch. All
Yeah.
right, we're doing Chief.
Yeah, dude, I don't know how much of the strain of the week you've been smoking, but you literally just did paper 3 times in a row. And never just so you know.
Of course I do paper.
Okay, that's all right. As long as
You know what? Maybe deep down I just wanted to lose. You know,
Words of wisdom for
Let-
the Greek blood.
let-
I'm just like, you know what? Yes. I'm just gonna let Cliff have this one.
There you go. At least you know he loves you, Stein.
Oh, I know. He certainly. It's a love-hate relationship. He loves to hate me.
No. I hate how much I love you.
Oh, that's what it was. Oh, so headband, man. Now I've smoked headband before. I know I like it.
I've grown headband before. It was very nice. But
Tell us about how was the growing experience of headband.
So it was kind of like a damage control situation. So somebody gave me some of these plants that needed some fixing, but it turned out pretty well. It had a very nice, similar. What are you laughing about?
because you just
Yeah, smell this weed,
I will,
because that's
Gladly.
a part of our what you fucking call it.
It sounds like he's already had some wet.
Wow,
Actually, I know we
great.
already
Yeah,
had some
all
headband.
right. Yep.
Yeah, that's right, guys. We fucking beat you to the strain of the week, but we're gonna still indulge and talk
Well,
about it.
you know what? I'm still
Oh,
gonna smell it.
it is-
It
it's
smells
so good,
very
man.
gassy. It smells very
Gas,
terpy.
all right. I can smell it from over here, yeah.
Probably even a little bit of some lavender, which would be linalool, if I'm not mistaken, for a terpene.
Look at you talking all
With
fancy.
maybe even a little bit. Hold on. What?
His dog senses are getting in. His dog senses are kicking in here at the doghouse.
At the doghouse.
At the doghouse.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna have to give that microphone a COVID test now.
No, you're not.
All right,
No,
what are we doing? We're
you're
gonna
not.
smoke
I'm
some
gonna
of this
smoke some
headband.
of this weed.
Let's try it out, man. I'm excited. Oh wow, look at that.
That's the Forks Over Knives page on Instagram. Look at that color. I just got
Let's
the-
go ahead and show your camera that, man.
Yeah, man.
Ooh.
It's just
Nope, this one right here.
right there. Look at that. Look at all that color. That
Oh,
beautiful-
wow.
That's living food right there.
Oh, dude, smell
Hey,
that.
you know what? The best weeds are colorful too. See, nature put the color in stuff for y'all to see.
Dude, smells that, yeah.
Man,
That
if you had
smells
some
good.
drab,
Very well
dry,
done.
gray-looking Mexican brick weed, it wouldn't look like that. It wouldn't be that good.
Oh no.
There's
man.
magic in the color, man. There's phytonutrients. There's healing power. That's why medicinal marijuana.
It's
so
very
good.
true. I mean, you got such a valid point with that because the when you know the weed is colorful, you know it's gonna be good.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's the same with the food. It makes sense. If it's beautiful, we must eat it.
This is true.
That's right.
How beautiful were them raw ribs laying in that pan earlier, Cliff?
Yeah, this is true.
That's
I like me some barbecue, but you got a valid point. That definitely looks more appealing in that picture than.
Barbecue,
The
some
raw pork I
cauliflower,
was
some
getting ready for.
asparagus, or some broccoli, man. Come on.
You know, it's gonna be a fun venture.
It's gonna be something.
It's gonna be something. Is
And
right.
the beautiful thing is when you get the munchies after trying
That
the
was a
strain of the
fucking
week, you're gonna
ridiculous
be able
rib,
to eat
dude.
all you want, man.
Well, all I can say is I'm looking forward to the venture. It's gonna be
Buffalo
a fun time.
cauliflower is where it's at, dude.
Buffalo cauliflower is where it's at, man. Absolutely. Get yourself an air fryer. Learn how to do that. Absolutely. We're going to have to wean you off to good old oil, too. We'll get to that.
Well, like I said, one thing at a time. One thing at a time, y'all.
Well, I guess I wasn't the only one to put on chapstick.
Jeez. Dude, Bill Blodgett views the world through a different lens than most people.
I love it.
It's
No,
awesome.
dude.
Is it? Did I leave? Did I kiss that? Did I kiss that a little too much for you? Was it? Is it a little? I didn't put anything on.
Wow. Yeah, right. Yeah, right, Cliff. I could see it from a mile away.
Yeah.
That shimmer.
The shimmer. I've got the shimmer going on.
You could have wiped the pipe before.
Oh man. Well, Bonnevie, you know what?
You
Let's
never
talk.
wipe.
During
That's
our-
a problem.
Oh shit, I love it. All right. Now let's talk a little bit about me and Corey's history. This is going to be a fun time.
Oh, God. This
Oh,
should be a fun
God.
time. Oh, no. This might be an incriminating time.
Honestly, though, we have had many years. I mean, think about this. So me and Corey, we go back a long ways. Back when I was about what, like 15, right?
You were living with me. Remember? Living with me almost, well,
Absolutely.
Been part of a year.
And then down in North Carolina.
And then down in North Carolina.
So we had a band called Breaking Strings.
Yes, we did. First
And-
band for both of us.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And my God, it was a 3-piece power trio that was for bluegrass.
It was putting youth back into bluegrass. That was the motto.
That was our motto because we were still fucking like, you know,
Kids.
You were, yeah.
We had to have a banjo player. We're trying to play bluegrass without a banjo player.
And we did.
And we did. Oh,
And we did.
Well, that's right.
You know, man, I tell you, if I could find some old footage of that, I'd love to put that on here. Some of the old stuff, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna post some pictures of us up on here in a second here. Back in the day, up on the bar, you know, you'll see it. We're gonna post some pictures of that. Back many moons ago.
Many.
But it was a lot of fun. Man, some of the moments we had playing on that stage, on all the stages, but remember that moment when we played up in that big town hall up in St. Albans, Maine? That moment.
We sang Long Gone and the crowd exploded.
The whole, I mean, like, it was literally the whole place. It was like a scene out of an old, like a movie, like a country music, like a Walk the Line.
It was
all right,
like
it was like Walk the Line, where it's like that town hall. Everybody's full of like, you know, like the whole place is jam packed, and
We're
then
dolled up in our outfits.
once we started playing, that whole place stood up, and we got a whole standing ovation on the first song.
Oh.
It erupted. The place went wild. That feeling right there, man. It was just,
started it for both of us, and we've been chasing it ever since.
That was a magical moment. It really was.
Oh,
we had
that's incredible.
we had some good times
What
with that
song is
stuff.
that? Can you guys play that right now?
It was Long Gone.
It was Long Gone. That was a fast, upbeat, bluegrassy one.
Fast, upbeat bluegrass.
It was
Bass, mandolin, and guitar.
we rocked it, man. That was a lot of fun.
We did.
We did indeed,
Yeah.
man. Well, Bill, I gotta say this stuff tastes wonderful, like it always has for me.
Yeah.
Headband is a beautiful.
It is a good
thing.
one. So they say with headband, every time I've sent anyone's mentioned, be like, 'cause it's like a headband. You fucking, and I'm like, I don't know what that means, but what I do know is that it is a indica dominant. And I can tell it because it's gotten me stony baloney.
In the couch.
Yep, no, it's in the couch. Yeah, I could definitely
Indica
feel
in
it.
the
I
couch.
feel it like I always feel like in my face, like whenever I smoke like indica,
Ugh.
I just get droopy. I'm just like, "Ugh."
Yeah, downer weed, man.
Yeah, I'm just like, you know.
I was always a sativa fan back in the day.
Well, I love all the weed. Don't get me wrong.
What is not to love?
Indica makes me feel my organs, and then I start wondering why. And then when I start wondering why, I can't answer those questions, and then I freak out. So that's why I just say no thanks.
Oh yeah, no.
No, that's fucking fun.
I don't know.
I I don't know. I feel like I rely on it because it's helps me get through the day. It's my, you know,
It is kind of
our
weird
medicine,
thinking
so,
about.
I mean, it definitely helps me with my ailments. That's why I smoke it. But it's just like to a lot of people, it's, you know, I just like to smoke weed. Well, it's more than that to me. Like
Well,
I
it
need
is sort of weird to think about getting high though, and like just life in general. Like if you had to live without weed, you could live without weed because you would have to.
Of course, you'd have to.
Because you would have to.
Dependent on it.
But it's like it's just weird that in the sense of that, because we're like, okay, well, at some point humans were like, yeah, dude, I'm gonna smoke weed. It's legal to smoke weed. We have such luxury of shit that we can like, yeah, I want to smoke weed. Why can't I be fucking stoned all the time?
Yeah, well, that's a valid point, but at the same time, it's like the real. I mean, I use it for. I definitely condone it for medical purposes.
Oh, absolutely, that too. Yeah,
Okay. For legitimate pain and insomnia and a lot of things that it is good for cancer patients. It's phenomenal. Rick Simpson oil. If you haven't heard of RSO,
Oh, absolutely,
you need to look up RSO FECO, man. Fully extracted cannabis oil kills cancer, and that's true. However, just to do it through the day, and that's why I stopped back in the day. Let's say you had a surgeon that was about to operate on you. Would you want that surgeon to be stoned?
right.
right, yeah.
So you clearly acknowledge that it lowers your faculties. Now, if you look at the way the Hindu approach it and the way meditation and Sadhguru talks about it, if you put in the time and the work in opening and activating your pineal gland secretes DMT, the spirit molecule, the most powerful hallucinogenic on the face of the planet known to man, and your own brain produces it. So if you put in the time with medication and get to where you can release that point of euphoria within, all of a sudden it starts to mean something a little bit more. And that's why I'm on this plant-based journey into yoga, into meditation. And that's why currently I am abstaining from any and all substances. Even now through this stressful time that I've been going through, you've seen not a cigarette, not a joint, not an alcohol, not nothing.
Absolutely. I mean, like, even right now, me and Bill are smoking, we're doing our thing, and this dude won't, you know, not
that I'm against it.
No.
No way, man. But I've got a point of middle clarity.
It's just
right
funny
now
to me because you were the guy that got me high, and now it's like, you know.
Back in the day, I did, yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man.
Absolutely. But hey, you know what? You know, there's nothing wrong with it, absolutely. But at the same time, I'm on this new journey, and that's the thing, man. When you get into that new way of life with what we're doing here, once that new way of life becomes a standard of
that's
living,
gonna be cool, man.
Once that new way of life becomes a standard of living, then you draw the bow back and you aim higher, and we up the ante to the next step, and the next step, and the next step. I started plant-based, but I used some of the vegan meats. And then I got rid of the vegan meats. And then I started eating more whole food plant-based. And then I got rid of cigarettes. And then I got rid of alcohol. Then I got rid of it all. So now there's nothing but yoga, meditation, peaceful, positive affirmation mindset. And look at me, man.
It is, man. It's been a great thing, man. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be definitely a big journey, for sure. But by the sounds of it, it's going to be maybe even quicker than... You know, I mean, to adjust to it is my big thing, is to make sure. I think it's like, as long as it's mindset and it's driven, it's going to be doable.
I promise you're not going to go hungry.
Well, I'm not worried about that because I don't, like I said, I don't eat a lot anyway. So if I just switch what I eat, and maybe do it a little bit more throughout the day.
Well, we should talk about what time during the day you do it as well. Because eating late at night is probably one of the worst things you can do, man. Especially like right now, you're going to smoke the headband, and you're probably going to end up with the munchies at some point.
Well, after this, now I'll probably just crash after that.
Yeah, well, and maybe, and that's probably good. But dude, eating late at night. Let's look at one thing as a medical professional. I can tell you, when you eat before you go to bed, you started an involuntary process. Your guts are now going to work all night to digest that food you ate. So is your body really resting, or is your body working while you're sleeping? I stopped eating at 4 p.m. every day. Now, every night I go to bed, I dream. You know why? Because my blood's in my brain. It's not in my stomach. So my body's working on itself in other places because it isn't working to digest the food. And I don't wake up tired anymore. Saves my life, man. All these things I'm going to teach you, man.
No, I'm without a doubt looking forward to this.
When I had you eating vegan for a year and a half and you're meditating doing a handstand naked in your driveway because you don't care about people, you're going to be like, man, what did Bob do to me?
I thought I was the only one.
No, we're going to bring Cliff there.
Nice.
Going to save your life, brother.
Boy, these neighbors ain't expecting shit, but I'm going to be surprising them.
Yeah, naked handstands.
Naked handstands. Chanting home.
Naked hand clamps.
Has the sun seen my asshole lately? I saw, what did you guys see that thing
I'm
online? Oh my God, I
sunbathing.
died laughing. It was the sunbathing, or like asshole bathing, or whatever the fuck it was. I don't know if it was a joke or what, but this dude's like, yeah, man, just let the sun, just open up your ass, lean back, and let the sun hit your asshole.
Yeah,
It's,
dude.
goes right to, and I'm just like,
I don't see nothing wrong with
He's
it.
actually working on his root chakra when he's doing that.
Yep.
The Hindu religion's actually...
So it's a thing.
It's a thing.
getting the vitamin D to the ass.
Yep.
It is.
That is something
Getting
else.
the vitamin D at all is the thing. You know
Yeah.
that the areas that have the least amount of sun exposure have the highest rates of skin cancer? We
Yeah.
need the sun.
This is a different kind of man. This is a... So yeah, I mean, I'll go all raw food, but I ain't throwing my asshole to the sun right away.
No.
You know what? I'm
will tell you,
sold.
I haven't reached that point yet.
I'm sold. I've been doing it for 5 years.
He's got the most tan asshole out of anybody in town.
You know what? I just do it right out in the open. Yeah, hey, ma'am. Yep,
Well,
keep walking.
Look, if you really want to get
Act like
vitamin
you're
D,
not
to
impressed.
if you really want to get vitamin D to your anus, they make tanning beds and it's in a private room. So I would advise everybody, just as a disclaimer, to do that.
no. Why shouldn't I sunbathe
Unless
my
you're
asshole?
Single female and really good looking and want to come over.
Fucking
sometime.
turtles do it. Fuck you.
I love it.
Well, if you're single female and want to come over and you're good looking, then okay, fine. You can
Well,
send
that's a
your ball
little
on that first driveway.
exclusive.
I'm picky. I'm not shy. Okay,
A
I'm
little exclusive. I want to sunbathe my asshole.
Who's gonna stop me?
You're not.
sorry. Hey, man, still a free country.
Oh my God. Well, Bill, let's think. It's been a good.
Well, yeah.
It's been a
so
good
we-
conversation. But what are you thinking? We've smoked
so-
a few. We're feeling it pretty good right now. I'm feeling high as fuck. I think
So
this is great.
here we go. Here we go. All right. So it's got the gas. It's definitely pretty hard hitting.
Pretty hard hitting.
It's got a
pretty
good
hard hitting,
THC
eh?
level. I feel stoned, but I also feel like it's got that. It's definitely indica. It's a
You
it's a
feel,
heavy.
you
it's a
feel like
heavy
you're gonna
indica.
go in the couch.
I
Yeah,
do
well,
feel like
these-
I'm going in the coach, and I also feel kind of like it had a good flavor though. Like
Oh,
I
it
said,
did.
like,
It
it had
tasted
it
great.
had the gas, but also it had like this licorice linalool.
Well, as a,
No.
I don't care what number you give it. As a medical professional and a third-party mediator, I'm knocking off a half a point because it led us to talking about sunning our assholes. It loses half a point because of that shit right there.
No. It doesn't lose a half a point because we were stoned enough to say it, so it gains a half a point, whole point.
Oh, man, no.
So on that note, that wasn't bad. Fuck. Actually, no, I can't add. I can't add one that. But I will say it's like
We subtract that.
Yeah.
I'd say so. Like
Because I don't want to ever
indicas-
talk about Cliff sunning his asshole again. It loses a half a point. You're lucky you don't
Dude,
lose.
I even vote for the losing a half a point. Because
Thank
Look,
you.
my ass
I didn't
is-
want to
my ass
visualize me
is
bleaching
just
or
'cause
sunbathing my asshole either.
What number
my
are you
ass
going to
is
give
gross. I think. All right, so hold on. Let's come together here. So Cliff, this time actually, what do you think?
Oh man.
Remember,
This
subtract
is-
that half a point.
All right, so
And
well,
also,
because
you
of your
it's
unsunned
a half
ass.
a point. Okay, half a point is fine because honestly, I was gonna give this like an 8.7.
So it's
that sounds
8.2.
fair. I'd
So
say that
it's an
sounds fair.
8.2.
There you go.
That's my vote. What do you think? You feel that that's fair? Because I love headband.
I
It's
think
one of my
8
favorite strands. It
I
makes
think-
me feel
and it beats-
great at night.
It beat badass cheese.
I know. Well, I mean,
It's an indica, and I definitely feel stoned, and it makes me kind of like
before
feel.
I felt motivated on last week's strain. I felt very motivated with this. I'm feeling it's a good high.
Yeah, I'm stoned and blown, dude. I'm gonna like definitely pass out like, after this one. Like,
All right,
I'm
well,
fucking stoned.
That's
But
it. We're gonna do an 8.2 on this one. Does that
I'd
seem
say
fair?
8.7, dude.
An 8.2.
Yeah, but you lose a half a point.
Well, no, we don't lose a half a point
Yes, we do.
because we
We're
got
not going through
so
this again. You've been voted
stoned.
down. Cliff agrees with me.
We
You're voted
got
down, dude.
so stoned that somebody, I don't even think it was either of us. I think it was you, Corey.
No.
That
No,
fucking
Cliff's the
got
one
us
that brought it
talking.
up.
We got it on.
Oh man.
But anyway, yeah. So bleaching your asses.
Yeah, we're just not going to do that.
It's all right.
Whatever. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do I'm going to say a 7.2, an 8.2 on this. There we go, an 8.2. Because
all right, we'll subtract the half point.
I feel it's needed. But it is good. I mean, you just all do the math. I mean, 5 points more than that. That's what I said. But we're just going to, making our own rules. It's only fair.
I guess we're making the own rules. It's not fair if we're making.
It's not fair at all.
It's only fair to us.
All right, Bill. I'm going to give you your own score. I'll give you the 8.7.
Okay, 8.7. I think it's fair.
I lost 5 points because we had to talk
It's
about
not their
getting
fault.
my asshole.
It's not their fault.
Thanks for bringing that up, guys. I appreciate that.
You're the one that brought it up.
Oh, was it? Oh, man, that's why. See, this is what Headband does. That's why I deserve to lose the 5 points.
No.
0.5. See?
No,
I mean,
no.
All right.
It's not the weed's fault that we're stoned.
It's 8.2.
It's 8.2.
It's 8.2.
It's okay.
Well,
I'll give you your own score. We'll have two little numbers. It'll be great. I promise you.
Wow, great.
Well, thanks for joining us for Strain of the Week with Cliff and Bill and our special guest, Mr. Plant-Based Paramedic Bonnevie. Check him out on Instagram, and we're going to do a little bit. We're going to actually share videos, some music in a little bit. But for now, we're off to a better day. See you next week. And by all means, get some Headband. You agree?
And some track half.
Yes.
Cliff and Bill, it's our live show.
Why am
I did it again, damn it!
Fucked up, Cliff.
This damn microphone. Let's rewind.
Wait, am I good right now?
Yeah, you're good.
Am I good?
But damn, that was a fun strain of the week with Corey. That was a fun time. I do remember being very well medicated.
Let's just be honest. They're always fun strains of the week.
He's not wrong.
He's
not wrong.
I can't think of one person. Well, actually, I can think of a lot of people. Some people don't like to get high.
I know. I'm all right with that. I'm
Some
fine.
people,
I'm not the kind of person that twists arms.
I get anxiety.
Hey, it's not for everybody, but it's definitely for me.
Everybody's bodies
That's
are
what I
different, man. People are different, and they react to things differently. But as far as I go, I think that was a great time, and I think every time was a great time.
We had a good time. It was a good Headband. Was a beautiful.
If anyone has any suggestions for things that we should try, definitely throw it in our comments. Or
Matter of fact,
anything in our comments. This is brand new. This is our second fucking episode.
That's right. Things are fresh.
We're trying to get going. We're rolling right now. We are rolling hat.
Rolling hat.
We got some.
We got some dispensaries that actually reached out to us already, and I don't know if I told you this. I probably hadn't even told you this yet.
This is a great.
This is what happens, when we're live. By the way, I'm filling you in. Okay. No, we've got some dispensaries that want us to try some of their stuff.
Really?
And do a review, so we're going to go ahead and do that in the coming episodes. Woo! Yeah, it's going to be cool.
Hell yeah. Dude, let's get it.
So any of you caregivers that would like to, have yourself on Strain of the Week with Cliff and Bill, can send us on Messenger. Our email's right down the bottom.
Yep.
DoghouseStudioLive@gmail.com. Send us there. Find us on Cliff and Bill on Facebook, or look us up on YouTube, The Cliff and Bill Show. If you're following us on Twitch, thank you. But feel free to follow us on YouTube as well, because, why not, right?
Yeah, why not?
So on a side note,
life, to the fullest.
Absolutely.
Do things that you haven't done before. Challenge yourself. Give 110%. Fuck that. Give 120%.
Ooh, yes. 120 is much more than 110.
Get your shit together. Get your shit together, dude. What are you doing right now, dude?
The motivational speech from Bill.
No, I don't know if it was motivational. They're probably just what the fuck?
Well, this is an extra long episode today. We're gonna have some fun with it, but real quick, I'm gonna show them the meal that I have now finished.
Oh yes, it is totally plant-based and whole food.
Whole food
no
diet.
No animals were harmed in the making of this video.
None that we know of. I mean, I did almost cut my finger.
Hold on, time. There he is. Okay, cool.
Nope, we're all good. We're all here.
Good.
No, but it was an excellent stuff. I've got tomato in it. I sliced up about 8 tomatoes,
It looks so
fresh
fucking
sauce,
good.
a whole bunch, like about 5 cloves of garlic, a whole onion, a bunch of mushrooms all diced up, a bunch of basil, and then I've added a ton of great nutritional yeast as well.
With a pinch of his salt and pepper.
We did
He did it off of his forearm. Like this.
one of them.
Yeah.
I did one of them.
Dude, you know what?
And then we threw some avocado. We put some avocado right at the very end to sweat it out. So let's take let's do it.
I'm sweating.
Let's take the camera, Bill. Let's take the camera and show them.
We'll take the camera and show them, but hold on a minute. I'm not ready.
Oh. I'm going to grab this.
All right.
I'll bring it to you.
Now I'm ready.
Now I'm ready, he says. Okay. That is the end result. That is some good stuff
Beautiful
right there.
meal.
There we go. Man, this is hard to like try to work a camera with 2 people.
I know.
That's the stuff right there. Oh my goodness. It just doesn't do the camera just doesn't do justice. Let me see that.
It doesn't do justice. You know what? I'll let you see it. Let them see it, actually.
Let them see it.
It
Look at
looks
that
amazing.
beautiful stuff right there. That's what's for dinner. That's Bill.
That's what's for dinner. That is what for lunch. That's what's for the whole week. Gonna eat it a bunch. Gonna eat
Damn it, Dewey Cox.
in the morning. Gonna eat it in the night. Gonna eat it when the feeling feels just right. Gonna eat it when the feeling feels right.
You gotta get that note in there. Hey, speaking of music,
Yeah.
let's play that. While Paramedic Bonnevie was with us, me and him got to do a little bit of jamming. Like I said, we were breaking strings.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, okay. Sorry.
This is gonna be interesting. I hope this works. I'm not sure if I saved it or if it's in here.
You saved it.
I wonder if it's raining in the mountain. I wonder how the old home looks today. Does the world still go to sleep right after sunset? Could I go out and find my model lady? Oh, I wonder if my church is in the wildwood. And on the berry still is sweet on the vine. I wonder if they taste just like they used to. With heated that ain't 49. Hey, ho, how I'd like to be back in those hills of Tennessee. Oh, it would be so fine if I could just go back to 1949. I wonder if by chance they'd all remember teenage boys so wild and fancy free, who always loved guitar and bluegrass music. Could I go out with Hey, remember me? Lord, I wonder what became of Catherine Akers, the girl who stole my heart at 17. These days I don't remember what she looked like, but I know in 1949 she was my dream. Hey, how I'd like to be back in those hills of Tennessee. Oh, it would be so fine if I could just go back to 1949. wide world over. For the things I don't recall and didn't find. Lord, but now I'm searching pictures and the memories. Oh, Tennessee in 1949. Hey, oh, how I'd like to be back in those hills of Tennessee. Oh, it would be so fine if I could just go back to 1949. Hey, oh, it would be so fine if I could just go back to 1949. That is so pretty. I love the way we sing
Show.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have a really cool audience. Woo! That was the Breaking Strings, man. That's what we used to do back in the day. And it's fun to get together and jam with him. We had an absolute blast with that. We really did, man. That was, I love having him come over, honestly.
Well, Corey is really just a joy to have around in general. He's just like, you know, he's just always lifting people up, man. Like, you fucking, and then singing like that, and then fucking looking like Tim McGraw.
Looking like Tim. I will say, man, it still blows my mind. Every time I see him, I'm just like, I don't recognize him.
Dude, me too, man.
But you know what? That's what I can't
so
wait about this,
proud
man.
of dude.
That's
like,
what
he looks so good.
Oh, this whole plant-based diet thing.
Motherfucker, dude. Look at him, just rolling around. He's
Life-changing
probably-
shit. We're going to go back to that interview, a matter of fact, and finish that out with old Bonnevie.
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 Welcome.
Woo! I think we just had a seizure there for a minute.
Wow, what happened?
I don't know.
didn't
A
have
lot of
seizure.
screens just
I
happened.
wouldn't know. I blacked out.
Look at it. There's a lot of transitions. We were in
Stop
like 4 different places for a minute.
No.
Holy
I
shit!
don't want to travel to dimensions.
I blame the operator.
Well,
That's my fault.
you were the operator.
I am the operator.
Too late.
All right, so we're gonna go back to Cliff and Bill talk plant power with Paramedic Bonnevie, Plant-Based Paramedic.
He's a plant-based paramedic.
Follow him on Instagram, Plant-Based Paramedic. It's gonna be on his screen. He's an awesome dude, and he's been
just all
great
around.
friend, and honestly, he's an inspiration, man. He's changing my life, and I can't think about it. I talk to that dude every day about this, and we're always sending pictures of food back and forth. I mean, that may sound weird and all, but like it's pretty cool. Like just get recipes, switch things
A little
around.
bit weird.
I love to cook. What can I say? But anyways, we're gonna go back to the
Weird, though.
Cliff and Bill talk plant power with Paramedic Bonnevie. Play a little bit of slide for me. Yeah, it sounds good. Using a lighter on my guitar, getting a good slide sound. I love it. All right, check out the rest of the show. We'll be back in a little bit. Cheers. Welcome back to the Cliff and Bill Talk Plant Power.
Yes, with our special guest Corey,
Plant-based paramedic, man.
Plant-Based Paramedic.
Freaking right.
Yes.
That saved his own life with plant-based.
And he's about to save ours. We're going to try the plant-based diet. And it obviously has worked for Corey. I mean,
Let's
You
just
look
show the
fucking
picture
great.
again. I'm going to pull this up. Look at this. Look at this.
Bean.
This was him. This is him now.
Freaking
This was him. This is him now.
That's right. Hi.
Like,
Yes.
come on. Like that. It's just absolutely insane.
But not only did I lose the weight, I cured several major medical problems that mainstream medicine told me were uncurable.
Tell me about this. Tell me. And you wanted to talk a little bit more about dairy too. So
Oh boy,
you got the floor.
Let's
man.
talk about the titty fat, shall we?
yes.
For God's sakes! All right, so I tried to get this, if you're ever in the back of my ambulance, you're going to get a sermon from me when you're riding down the mountain to the hospital anyway. But, I try to take it down to a common sense level for a lot of people, okay? So let's just look at plain old dumb layman common sense, what Mother Nature says on a plain and simple fashion, okay? We are the only thing on the face of this planet that drinks the milk of a different species that's not our own. We're the only thing on the face of this planet that drinks the milk of something that's not our own mother, and we're the only thing on the face of this planet that drinks milk after we're infants. Everywhere else in the animal and natural kingdom, when you get done with your mama's titty milk, you're done with milk and you don't go back on it unless you're a human, and then you curdle it into cheese and you pack it, or you freeze it in ice cream and mix it with a bunch of sugar, or you curdle it and let it go bad and it looks like somebody hawked up a big white loogie or blew a load, and there you are in the freaking sour cream container, and let's have some of that, right? Bunch of bacteria curdled crap. And the fact of the matter is, it's loaded with casein, one of the most carcinogenic, cancer-causing proteins known to man.
And you've been putting jizz on your animal tacos.
And it's awful. It's exactly...
They're killing them and then putting their own jizz on them.
There's pus in it. There's cholesterol in it. It's nothing but cholesterol and saturated fat. Cheese is probably the single best thing at compromising human health that you could possibly be eating, because you're actually taking the worst part of the milk, the fat, and then you're taking the water out of that. So it's nothing left but the saturated, congealed titty fat and pus from the nipple of a large bovine mammal that was not your mother. That's frigged up more than I can... That's just stupid.
Oh, man, that's what
I don't need that crap.
I love how you express
Not
yourself.
trying to
But behold the power of cheese.
Not trying to defend the other side, but like, I do feel better that it's not my mother's congealed titty.
I understand. It shouldn't be congealed at all.
Well, I hope not. I just prefer to.
Good thing you don't remember, Bill. No, like I said, when you were a baby, it was meant for you, and as long as it came from your mother, and after you were done being a baby, you don't need it anymore. Look, there are tons of vegan cheeses out there, and you need to research which ones, because some of them suck, but a lot of them are awesome. They're actually made from nuts. Cashews, almonds, those things.
So we're getting the milk cheese from instead of the titties, we're getting it from the nuts.
That's right.
We're gonna milk the nuts.
Well, we
telling
are
you
going to
right
milk
now.
the nuts. The plant milks are amazing.
Be honest with you, dude. So, my buddy gave me some fucking like chocolate almond milk,
And it was badass.
It's amazing.
dude, it was
that's what I buy.
so good,
I usually
man.
buy
I'm thinking about
almond
it
milk.
right now. Actually, I'm just
Yeah.
like, damn. That's
Banana
good.
almond milk's amazing. Unsweetened vanilla almond milk's amazing.
Oh
It's
my
just
God.
it is so good, and it's actually, if you get, as long as you're buying the unsweetened almond milk,
Right.
it is far superior to regular milk. It's like half the fat, twice the calcium. Here's a little interesting piece of advice. If you actually look up all the statistical data, the countries that have the highest rates of osteoporosis, which is the weak bone disease, have the highest rates of milk consumption. And the reason for that is when you drink milk, it causes an acidosis in the body. And acidosis is the cause of all death. It's what results in all disease. Acidosis, all right? Where does your body get the calcium it needs to buffer that acid? Where's the calcium? It's in your bones. So you drink milk, you get weak bones. But man, if you're a bone doctor and you want to sell people calcium pills, do you want them having strong bones? It's the same reason dentists recommend fluoride, man. They ain't going to get no money if you don't get no cavities. Come on now, Cliff.
I mean,
How
it
many
makes sense.
cardiologists...
That's the kind of world we live in.
I could go on the American Heart Association website right now for heart healthy eating and find you a recipe for a bacon freaking cheeseburger. And as long as you eat it in moderation, you're okay. My mother had a heart attack last year. Had I been in North Carolina, there would have been a dead cardiologist in North Carolina. Because the morning after my mother with her diseased arteries had a heart attack, they gave her bacon and eggs. Kiss my ass. No way. Not my mom. She just had a heart attack. And you gave her bacon and eggs.
Right.
You can go to hell. But why? You know how much money they made on that bypass?
Oh, I'm sure, man.
Nope. I flipped out when my daddy told me that. Put my dad on a plant-based diet. He's been on it now for 2 years. He weighs what he weighed in his senior year in high school, college. He's dropped 3 of his 6 medications.
Wow.
And he did it when he was 60. You're still in your 30s, man. You
No, this is going to be a life-changing thing, and it's. I'm looking forward to doing this. I really am, because I need something life changing. I mean, and I want, this is something cool to kind of watch and see and experience, and to share it with you guys is going to be something that is going to be a cool thing for me. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I really am. I'm looking forward to you saving my life at this point. You know what I mean?
Those are the words.
So we're going to try it out. We're going to do it. It's going to be good. And we're going to do some recipes. I think that'd be
hell yeah, dude.
I've got a lot of them.
I'll do that shit with you as well.
Yep.
This will be cool. This will be cool.
But you're not eating to just lose weight. You're eating to save your life and stave away medical problems.
That's exactly it. I mean, don't get me wrong. The losing weight's going to be a benefit. But with all the health things that have been stacking up, of course, yeah, this is going to be something I need to do and something I've been needing to do for a while. So
I did it for my health. I didn't do it because I was overweight. And I was 320 pounds in that picture. All right. But losing weight is the side effect of being healthy. Weight loss is not identifiable with health all the time, okay? I mean, when you watch Forks Over Knives, you're going to see a 42-year-old doctor that had no risk factors, was not overweight, exercised, and had perfect blood numbers, and had a heart attack at 42 years old. His left anterior descending artery, the widowmaker, the one that usually kills people, was withered and dead. And when they showed me an angiogram 3 years later, that artery was completely healed. No meds, no bypasses, no stents. It was like the cardiac disease never existed, suggesting that his body wanted to be healthy all along, but was never given the chance. Because somebody out there was poisoning it because they're making money off of your problems. Screw them. You're smarter than they are. Screw them.
Right.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
So, tell me about the Instagram page you started. I mean,
so I started my Instagram page, Plant-Based Paramedic, on Instagram because like I said, sitting in the back of that ambulance, running these calls on people that are having strokes and heart attacks and diabetic emergencies. I'm just treating symptoms of the disease, and I'm not helping these people do a thing to prevent these things from getting worse or even getting them at all. And so when I found out that I healed myself with this diet, I became basically an evangelist for it, which is why I started the Instagram page, because in today's world, there's no easier way to reach people than through social media. So you can either reject it and go door to door knocking, and in the days of COVID, you're probably going to get run off pretty quick, or you can get on Instagram and you can send people inspiring videos every day of plant-based ideas, motivational talks, things like whether you think you can or you think you can't. You're right. It's a can-do attitude.
Right.
Thoughts are things. All right, Dr. Emoto over in Japan did a study where he was freezing water. And just by thinking thoughts on that water, you can change the crystals that form. He reproduces this all the time. Negative thoughts yield blurry, ugly crystals. Positive thoughts yield beautiful crystals. You don't even have to speak it. All you have to do is think it. The repetition of affirmations becomes a belief. And once that belief becomes a serious conviction, things start to change.
Absolutely.
So when you wake up every day and say, I can do this, I am going to do this, and I'm going to beat those assholes that are trying to make me sick, guess what's going to happen? They're going to lose and you're going to start winning.
But that's positive affirmation in general, which is a big thing I've been getting into lately.
Yes, it is. It's real.
Manifesting that positive energy, throwing it out there, and just being like, I'm going to do great. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to... not even worrying about financial struggles or anything, like just anything in general in life that it throws at you. You put that positive mindset out there and you throw it out there, it's going to come back in tenfold. Like, it really does.
It's true.
I have lived to see it true in so many different ways, and I'm going to see it come true in this way.
Of course.
In this diet and this change in my lifestyle. I mean, this is a big moment that I'm like, for me, like, I know that this is going to be like, I'm going to look back on this and be like, that's the fucking day my life changed. And I really hope that that's exactly what's going to be before something fucking happens to me. Because, like I said, I love my kids and I want to fucking be around for it. And I need to change. This is going to be that moment. And I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. And this is, like I said, it's going to be a big change. And it's going to be it's going to be a fucking awesome journey. It's going to be an awesome journey.
There are so many things you haven't tried yet, man.
No, definitely, man. I'm gonna be checking it out. We're gonna do some recipes next week. I'm gonna pull up something. I'm gonna talk to Mr. Bonnevie over here and Plant-Based Paramedic and see what we can come up with for some kind of awesome recipe.
Yeah,
we'll fill it up, and
that's right.
It'll be a cool time. So definitely check that out next episode. Now, I think at this point, it's that time for Straight of the Week.
Oh boy. which is also
Well,
plant-based.
We have a plant-based strain for you and for us, actually.
So we'll be back.
So-
Thanks again for chilling out with the Cliff and Bill podcast. We'll be back in just a little bit with Strain of the Week.
Sure will. Strain of the week.
Strain of the Week. Well, we already did the Strain of the Week. That's a little out of order this week. I am not impressed with. I want to do a little bit better next time.
Wait, I am impressed with them. We're throwing them for a loop.
But man, listening back to just that video for a couple weeks ago, I'm already feeling great, and I'm already looking back at that video and being like, man, that is the moment where I changed my life.
Yeah,
Because
dude, and you've been sticking with it too, dude, man. I'm proud of you.
I have just been like nailing it. Speaking of which, we're about to bowl this stuff up and eat some dinner and end our night. But man, what a fun night, man. Once again, episode 2 of the Cliff and Bill Show. It's been a good, fun time.
I would say so.
Jam me out something, man. Come on now. I don't know how much you guys can hear through this microphone, but boy, is it sounding good. We will see you next week with a whole new friggin' show. We got some awesome stuff coming up in the next few episodes. We're gonna be able, we're gonna go on some adventures with Paramedic Bonnevie. Some haunted adventures. We're changing it up a little bit. Plant-Based Paramedic and old Dr. Von Cliftonstein and Mr. Blodgett are gonna go on some fun trips, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna call it Cliff and Bill's Haunted Adventures.
Yes, and
You just wait for that. That's gonna be fun.
pretty much anything like so. Yeah, anything that we think of, we're just gonna do now. We're just gonna decide.
We've decided. We've high-fived and shaken on it that whatever we just randomly think what we want to do for the show, we're
Yeah.
just gonna do it because it's the Cliff and Bill Show, and why the fuck not?
Yeah, and if you have any ideas, then send them to us, and we'll do it too.
We are also doing something.
Unless it's fucking stupid.
This is
Like,
gonna be rough.
don't be like.
What I'm about to say, I feel is fucking stupid, but we've decided to do it anyways, and that is the Wheel of Misery.
Oh yeah, so that is actually stupid, and it's really just for your entertainment. And I hope you fucking like it because
We're gonna be suffering
it will
at your
suffer
cost
for you.
in various ways
For no,
that a wheel will
for
decide.
no money unless you add it into. Should we?
Oh, we're gonna be throwing some stuff right now. We're just trying to make some content for everybody, and we'll be setting things up so you guys can make
Should
your
we
donations
plug- should we plug
towards
our
the Cliff and Bill Show.
OnlyFans?
Not yet. That, sir, is saved for a special day.
Actually,
We do
yeah.
have some
So,
awesome stuff on the
we
burner.
got some ideas
We got
that's,
some ideas.
that might interest you.
We've got some great things in the works, but it's been an awesome episode. We had a lot of fun. Thank you to
All
Plant-Based
of you and
Paramedic.
everyone and Plant-Based Paramedic, absolutely.
Thank you for Corey for coming out, and everybody for chilling out and supporting us and showing the show. Watching a couple of musician stoners talk about shit and play some music in bathrooms and shoot the shit with their friends.
Yeah.
But now we're gonna be doing shit with haunted places, and I'm gonna be on this major weight loss journey, and
We're getting drastic. You know, like we went from.
we're gonna be.
like,
That's
hey,
why it's a show, not a podcast.
You know,
We're gonna be
we're-
doing some shit.
We're really doing some stuff, and well, we're doing some stuff, and well,
We're doing some stuff.
yeah.
We will see you guys
Well,
next
really
week
good. Yeah.
for sure, and probably Tuesday. Hopefully, we're gonna try to shoot for Tuesday next week
Tuesday.
or
Tuesday?
Wednesday. Today's Wednesday.
Well, today is you know what, Tuesday and Wednesday. Because if you go to YouTube, you can watch it any day.
Ooh, he's right. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Facebook. Thank you for watching us on Twitch. We will see you next week. We are Cliff and Bill.
We are.
Cliff and Bill.